I cannot forget Carcosa, where black stars hang in the heavens, where the shadows of men's thoughts lengthen in the afternoon. When the twin suns sink into the lake of Hali, my mind will bear forever the memory of the pallid mask. I pray God will curse the writer, as the writer has cursed the world with this beautiful, stupendous creation, terrible in its simplicity, irresistible in its truth. A world which now trembles before the King in Yellow.
Cool. Okay, so I just dropped the photo of a wall in the place that was part of the materials that Exeter, aka Barbas, got. They gave you for the Operation Indian Moon. And it says, Abigail Wright has gone to sea, crossed the waves to rescue me. In a ship both tall and fine, she rounds the corner, marking time. So that's that. So some things that you guys can do. So I was up to the present moment. You guys sort of driving by the Dorchester House facility, and you see it's highly secure. It's got cameras. It's got barbed wire. It's got 3 stories with like inaccessible windows that don't open, at least from what you can tell. It's got a parking lot in front that has one way out and one the other way out, and you can see it has things that will pop up to stop people from driving in or out or whatever. It's got a gate controller with a guard. Yeah, pretty much it looks like a very secure facility. And you could go in there now. There are other things that you might want to look into. Being experienced agents, I think I'll just give you kind of a menu of options. Matt,
thank you.
No worries. Matt, I think Agent Mars is gonna wanna see what the hell is going on with this guy. Are you on a legit op? You don't know. Is Indian Moon a real Delta Green op?
Yeah, it's looking pretty sketch. So we're gonna want to know if this Elias guy, Barbas, is legit.
That's right. And this is what he looks like, just so you remember. Yeah.
Exactly how I remembered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And this is the machine that you guys found that was making the book and made your invites as well.
And Agent Marigold tore off the writing arm.
Yes. The other thing is you have these 2 cell phones that you have not really done anything with. So maybe Marigold, maybe Ma'am, or maybe Mars. You guys might be more into the signals intelligence or to electronics. You guys haven't tried to use these at all. So might be worth it looking at. And then investigating the Dorchester House history, or trying to get records of it, or trying to get information about the facility itself. That's another aspect. And then 2 more big categories: investigating the names that you have, which are the following: T. Who,
Hal,
Hal, Diasa, Lila Mac, and Kim PLASAD, ex Delta Green agents.
those do not look like code names.
No.
The names that you were given by this guy were these people's real names, as admitted to the Dorchester House,
which is another bit of shitty tradecraft, if you ask me.
Yeah, utterly bad, like so bad, like yeah, real bad.
So we should just look these people up, like, I don't know, in the phone book, or
yeah. You can do an internet search, like Google
What year is this?
2015.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
internet.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was internet. Sure.
Cell phones and internet.
And iPhones and all that.
Yeah, 6S were the new ones in 2015. So yeah, iPhones are in effect.
Great. Let's whip one out.
Okay, so this is another question. Which iPhone, like what phones are you guys using? Because he only gave you, usually your handler will give you like each a phone that's a burner. And that has only the numbers of each other and the handlers in it.
Oh, so not a fancy enough phone to be doing internet searches.
No. The Exeter guy, this Dr. Elias Barbas, gave you this janky old phone. Like it's an old satellite phone.
It's an old sat phone. Yeah.
This big.
That big brick one.
Yeah. It's one of the big bricks. Yeah.
Do you remember the texting thing where you could text a number and ask it like a Google question, and some human being would do the research and send you back an answer?
I didn't know that existed. That's
yes. I think it was like yellow, and then it was something really like, it was popcorn. It was popcorn.
Oh, I thought popcorn was time. It told you the time.
It was.
Yeah.
So they tried to get with the
time.
times.
Yeah. There was some extension where it was question based.
Interesting.
So I propose we can use these burner phones.
Well, you don't have any burner phones. That's
what
no, he didn't give us any.
Are all your stuff.
I see.
Which in a world where it might be good to keep things secret, you probably don't want to use your personal devices to
Delta
Green shit.
Where's the local library?
I think we need more. I think we need more information before we go walking into that place.
I mean,
Dorchester House.
The Exeter's house probably needed way more research before we decided to go in that place.
Correct.
But lesson learned. Let's definitely research the new spots that we go into as well.
Yep. And so, the Dorchester House also probably has employees. It probably has, any, other records around. I mean, it probably have plenty of maybe hard to get to, but, records about who was treated there and like how long it's been existing and open and that kind of thing. So if you guys want to make a plan for kind of a research phase, I think that would make sense right now.
I think we should divide and conquer and research the location as well as these people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to look into Barbas.
Okay. Yep. So Barbas, you looked into him a little bit. I'll remind you what you did find out. He was a Delta Green friendly.
Well, he said he was.
Yep. And then when you even talked to some of his coworkers.
Oh yeah, and he did something weird. Like he started yelling at.
Yeah, he had some kind of a break. So you talked to two a detective, Emmeline Seckham, right? That was the person that Barbas kind of like had a rage, attacked her with a pen or something, and apologized and has been on leave since then. And that happened. Let's see.
From the sheriff's department, right? He's sheriff?
Because he works for the state police.
Oh, state police, right?
Right. Yeah.
What's his PhD? What's his PhD in?
He's on LinkedIn, so you can see like his history. He's with, the basic credentials. I think you guys may have even got with your bureaucracy role his personnel file with the Massachusetts State Police Crime Laboratory. That's specifically where he worked. So he was, he like processed forensic evidence. And was a PhD of forensics. Yeah. He was known as a stickler for the rules, perfectionist, dedicated for decades to public service. But nobody has really seen him in a while. And then you found out his his main folks that he worked with were Emmeline Seacam, who's a detective, and then Michael Dawkins, who's a trooper, who all worked with the crime scene services section. So, I mean, his job was to assist people in the field with forensics investigations.
And we talked with her, right? I remember hearing about the incident. Did we ask if there was any cases that stood out that he was assigned to that he reacted poorly from?
Well, she said that, you talked to her, they've been friends for 6 years. And then on the 8th of June of this year, of 2015, Barbas ended up being injured, and Seacon reported the incident, and then charges were dropped. He apologized in an email that you guys acquired. It's timestamped 10th of June, 2015. And the dates for, let's see, the 1st of September was your briefing with him in the restaurant.
Got it.
Right.
So he's 3 months on hiatus, and
yes,
this is where he's ended up.
And you saw his house, so that definitely looked like a place that, he'd been
keeping busy.
Yeah, real busy.
Yeah.
But he wasn't there.
He was not there when you guys were there, although you did hear someone chanting.
Well, we heard two people in the house, two male voices, and I saw a woman at the top of the stairs who went into a room, and then she wasn't there when we went into the room.
That's right. Kind of weird. Strange going on in the Barbas house.
Okay. But we don't have any proof that Barbas works for the company.
I mean, not from your.
Yeah.
No, because you're in a cell. You've never heard of this guy. You never used him, any of you, as a friendly. I mean, you can see how he'd be real useful in this area as a friendly, because access to all the forensics, everything, and can conceal evidence and also do analyses.
And is he saying that he was a friendly with these other four, and now he's reaching out to somebody to help find them?
He knew the four agents who were incarcerated or in the facility for treatment.
Yeah.
What if this dude is on the other side, and those are four people that he had killed or dispatched? This is just me being paranoid. And he used whatever information he gained from them to lure us in. That's just my paranoid brain talking.
Well, yeah, it's entirely possible that, I mean, all kinds of things are possible. Like they may have used him as an asset. And then when they lost it, reached out to him to try and get help and kind of talked him through how to get help. Like, I don't know. I think we need to find a way to establish whether or not he's a company man.
Let's do some research on these T. Howe, Ka, Thea, Flyak, Mac, and Kim Placid.
Okay.
Do I roll for that?
No. You can do a pretty pretty easy to get just the top line, which I can give you right now. T. Ho is a former FBI special agent, Thomas Ho, Hou. He's Chinese American, and he 39 this year in 2015.
Former CIA?
Former FBI.
FBI.
And then Cal Diasa is a former emergency surgeon. He's a Hispanic man, 43 in 2015.
23?
Yeah. Sorry, 43.
43.
Or 3.
I mean, he's a doctor, so ER surgeon. And then let's see.
Lily
Lila.
or Lila. Yeah.
Lila Mack is a former Air Force and NSA information systems specialist. So she's an Air Force and NSA hacker. Caucasian woman, 28.
All these people check out to being Delta Green
You would need
possibilities.
to talk to Delta Green about that. So you would need to call. Usually, you would call your handler.
Yeah.
You kind of in a bind because you're thinking that your handler is not reliable at the very least, and maybe worse. Sorry, this last one is Kim Plasad.
Anthropologist, some kind of book nerd.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
Nope. Former FBI agent.
Yeah.
Caucasian woman, 37. So two FBI, an FBI special agent.
Do I have any previous handlers?
Yes, because you've been a friend before.
Sometime.
So you know somebody named Agent Marcus.
Agent Marcus. Okay,
You had heard he retired.
Yeah.
But you could probably, you could leave a message for him and try and get it. Basically, you gotta. There's secure ways that you have to reach out in an emergency.
All right, I would like to do that.
Okay, so you can make up whatever the trade craft is that you're doing to do so, but it probably, it'll take at least 24 hours.
That's fine.
In response.
How old was Kim in 2015?
37.
Okay. And there is like geographic information on these people.
Sure. I don't have pictures of them, but you're able to pull up Facebook accounts. You're able to pull up, news stories about them. They're all they're all people who've been in public service for their careers. So their careers definitely exist.
Are they missing?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's like, if on their Facebook posts and whatnot, there's a definite like time when they've all stopped posting, and are there newspaper reports on missing? Are they all from the same area? Are they all from here?
They're all from Boston.
Okay.
And environs.
Looking through their social media, are there times where they have logged, where they've said, "Oh, I'm going to be out of touch for a little while"?
Absolutely.
All of them have these little like, "Oh, I'm going to be,
I'm going on vacation. Oh, it's going to be a great cruise. I'm going to be out of cell range though. Or
I'll be out of cell range for the next couple of weeks, maybe."
Yeah.
And did they ever post any pictures from the said trip?
Some of them did, but they're always like, they're not in the picture. It's just like, oh, nice sunset.
Yeah.
It's a great sunset off the bow of the cruise ship. Yeah.
So yeah, this definitely tracks for you guys in terms of, I mean, this is definitely, if they were Delta Green, then this would make sense when they were on and off.
All right. Let's so that tracks. Here's the other one. Does it track together? If you look at their Facebook posts, are there times when it's like, 2 years ago in February, all 4 of them were on vacation?
Totally not hard to connect those dots. And yes.
Okay.
I mean, of course, none of them are friends or anything. They're not connect. Only because you guys know the exact time to look for in their names could you put that
right. But yeah, they're not friends on Facebook.
No.
Definitely not.
Okay.
It would be bad tradecraft.
It's so much easier to coordinate a ride.
Yeah. Okay. Should we see if we can pull up some plans of Dorchester House?
Yeah. So,
I mean, we are at the library. It's the perfect place to do it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
hanging out at the library. So we'll say a few of you did that info research or whatever on those folks. And
we're all over the public internet at the library.
Yep. You and a bunch of
super slow public internet.
Yeah. So you find the webpage for Dorchester House. It's got a mission statement that is, long and short of it is it's a fully accredited psychiatric facility that focuses on the treatment of violent mental illness. It focuses on patients in high-risk groups like military veterans, medical field, law enforcement, fire and rescue. It was founded in 1989 by Dr. Richard Dallin, same guy whose card you have, looks like, with a grant from the St. Dymphna Foundation, DYMPHNA. And the Dorchester House is self-funded, and its reputation is sterling. So apparently it has a what do you call it? A grant or a fund that funds it, and then it charges medical insurance to treat people. And since most of those people are government folks, they have decent healthcare usually.
Okay.
Cops and such. And cool. So
Marigold or ma'am, are either of you exceptional at computers?
Not me.
My computer science doesn't even have a stat on it.
So no.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
I have 20%, but
I mean, you guys could maybe
Mr. I don't like technology.
You guys,
I really don't, but yeah, they make me do it. So,
you could ask around about the facility to, medical people, or search for stuff that is, reviews of these things, or look at
Oh, the newspaper clippings of this place we can search throughout the library.
So if you have bureaucracy at 20% or higher,
I have 60%.
okay, so you're pretty easily able to find various clippings about when it was established, right? Mm-hmm. And so this is just a bunch of tidbits that you find out reading through for a few hours about the Dorchester House. So it's state of the art from a psychiatric facility standpoint for the time it was built, and it's kept updated. It's a boutique facility that only admits select patients. Treatment is like $7,000 a week. That's $2015, $7,000. And it has a below average incident of complaints around, the no official, the doctors who are there and the staff who are there don't have like a lot of records for complaints that are registered with the state licensing facility and that kind of thing, the board, psychiatric board, that kind of stuff. It has a low turnover rate for employees, so there's enough information for you to tell that there's probably 40-ish staff that kind of are at the place, and it's kind of stayed the same since it was founded. And you get some of their names if you want them.
I do.
Dr. Dallin, who was the founder and is still the director, again, whose card you have, is considered an expert in the field of treating violent psychiatric conditions, as well as law enforcement and military PTSD. So yeah, there's plenty of folks who work there who are proud of it, and again, you can find social media for them.
Anyone who has left? Any names of anyone who has left?
Head nurse, who's also been there as long as Dallin has, is a woman named Esther Samigina.
Mm-hmm.
She's essentially the head nurse. She's the administrator. Orderlies, somebody named Bryce, somebody named Devon. There's other RNs. Somebody named Vors, Voors. Another person named Houston. And then sort of a bunch of different other folks. So there is someone who left. They were a Filipino nurse, RN, who were famously, I guess the reason you see it is it was in the paper. She was at the Dorchester house for a while and was then deported because it turned out she didn't have a work passport. So that's really like the only kind of thing you see. There's nobody who has like, quit and tried and whistleblown or anything like that. That it seems like a legit place.
Okay. So none of the names that you mentioned are people that left.
Correct. Those are all people who are current and started working within the last 10 years.
Okay.
Other than Samigina. She's been there since 89.
Okay. Can we get a floor plan of this place?
You can.
Okay.
I
mean, probably original architectural drawings, but still.
Yeah, that'll take a bureaucracy role, but it's like if Age of Mayhem seems to be in effect there. So
I got 60.
Or if you have I mean, they have on the website, there's even like videos of kind of like a tour of the.
Okay, I got 11 on my bureaucracy.
Oh yeah, okay, so you got a crit success. So somebody, let's see, where would you're at the library, so you find those. Just so happens there's an exhibit on the, architecture of health, and they actually have like a whole like, sort of box that has like blueprints from the that facility, since it's so famously good at what it does. So it's kind of shaped like a big E with 3 floors, and you see that the grounds again are pretty secure. They have it doesn't say all the little particulars in terms of what's there, what's you don't see cameras or that kind of thing, but
right.
It's got a 10-foot wall. It's got the secure facilities, got a security room. It's got, admin in the center, and then, patient wings basically on all three. It's pretty easy to tell that the higher floors are more secure just because there's more doors and thicker walls. Overall, it looks like, it's pretty big, almost, it's kind of like the size of a small hospital.
Wow. Okay. And is there a way to make a photocopy of the plans?
Yep, sure. You can snap photos of the of the plans that are clear enough with your cell phone.
Okay. I do that.
So were these agents in the care of Dorchester when they went missing?
Yes, definitely. As far as you can tell from the social media, and keep in mind, you don't have any, you're not seeing a case file from Delta Green about this. You're not seeing personnel records about an assignment. You don't have any of that information because that's going to be a lot harder to get to, or at least you need to get it through Delta Green or some other way. But as far as you know, their social media stuff ended, a couple of months ago. And their disappearance, that picture that you got was from the week before or something.
Okay. But the only confirmed story that they were even in the care of this Dorchester house was from Exeter.
Yes.
Okay. So we're not even really sure if they were really patients until that's confirmed by Dr. Dallin, right?
That's right.
Everything that other guy says is suspect.
I mean, you can trust him if you want. Seemed a little weird.
We totally do.
Yeah.
Not. Oh, okay. One other thing, and sorry if I'm taking up too much screen time here. I'm gonna see if I can find Exeter/Barbas social media. See online.
He doesn't have a lot online. He seemed to be a pretty focused, no nonsense guy.
Let's look at his library records. What's he been checking out?
Can we get his library records?
I mean,
I've got a 60 in bureaucracy. Sure, I can convince some librarian.
I'm pretty good at persuading. We just need to ask somebody real nice.
Okay. Man, I guess we're all kind of good at
that. In different ways. Some people persuade with a barrel of a gun.
Yep. That works too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a good move in a library, but yeah. But your point is well taken.
Mm-hmm.
I'm betting you could renegotiate some late fees, is all I'm saying.
You kind of look into Barbas's social media, and it's definitely, there's nothing there. He's not on Facebook. He's not in, MySpace. Doesn't ever seem to have made a social media thing. On web searches, you do see him just on the state police forensics lab site. He has a profile there.
Right.
Which hasn't changed.
Standard staff bio kind of.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it has his, sort of photo, official, photos. That does look like the guy that you met. So at least you did confirm that.
Okay. And Agent Ma'am, you're gonna try and confirm him as a agent with your contact at the company?
I'm gonna contact the company.
The program.
The program, sorry.
Yeah.
Sure. And so that's in progress. You placed an ad in the paper or something, it's It's all spy shit. Let's see. And then if you just, I guess you had an idea to maybe go manipulate the librarian into telling you about what he's been checking out. So go ahead and do a persuade for that. I would say MOAT.
28 out of 50.
Okay. So the and you're doing persuade?
Yeah.
So what's your angle?
I'm helping research a pathology report. I don't want to double up on the books he's asked me to get him. So can you just help me, go through what's he got checked out? Is there other books that you might recommend that are in the same vein as stuff that he's already been researching, that kind of thing?
Okay. Yeah. So she's like, okay, sure. I can give you last year.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And she kind of prints it out, and you see that there's a marked difference in stuff that's sort of earlier in the year versus more recently. The stuff more recently is 100% occult stuff. The stuff before that was 100% forensics and science stuff.
Right.
Can I use my occult knowledge to suss out the type of occult things he's into and the threads thereof?
You take a look at all the books that he checked out and returned and checked out and returned. And you notice that he didn't return any of the occult books that he checked out. They're like mostly overdue. He's obviously evil, but not returning library books. You can make your occult roll and see if you can make sense of what he was trying to do.
And is that a D20?
The D100. So if you roll the 10s die and the 1s die with your two 10-sided dice, do you have two 10-sided dice?
I'm using the internet, so.
Cool. So just roll a D100.
Okay.
I made mine barely, so hopefully guy gets.
Are you doing cult? Okay.
I have a pretty high cult, so.
Yeah. Okay. How do you do that with? It's giving me up to 20. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 20. Are my options?
You can roll D10 twice.
Okay.
And then just take the individual numbers. The first one's the 10s. The second one's
64.
There you go. I think
that's your.
My base is 60.
Okay. So you're like, I don't see a pattern here, but it's like, no, wait.
I made it by 3, so.
This is all like demon stuff. Like this is all, Goetia, like summoning demons and devils to like, do stuff for you.
That's no good.
Yeah. And these are serious occult books, not like,
it seems like pretty broad, like some very not serious.
Oh, okay.
And then some like pretty serious. Like
okay.
I mean, you got your teenage witch handbook for spells.
Exactly.
Then you got your like Ars Goetia. And the very some that kind of stuff. So but your conclusion is like, he wasn't trying to do non-serious, like he was trying to do actual occult practice, right? Like he was trying to figure out how to do demonology.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was very Western, not Eastern, not trying to, use anything from Taoist or any of that, or Buddhist. That is all Western, occult stuff from the last couple thousand years.
Wow. Okay.
Sounds like there's some demons up on the top floors.
Maybe. Yeah.
Gotta
Well, now
prepare
we
for the
wanna start-
worst.
This guy looked like he was a dabbler, though. Not really. He was just trying to, like, kind of break into the industry, right? And then the time periods where he was just kind of searching, and then like got deep into a particular type. Is that kind of the pattern that went?
Yeah, pretty much. It was over the course of, I think, don't hold me to this, but like 3 months.
Yeah. Okay.
Like after he got like booted, for not showing up to work. Not booted, but suspended.
Yeah. What kind of supplies would somebody need to acquire in order to pull off what I think he was trying to do?
I mean, your candelabras, your waxes, your goats.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you got to get a goat.
Or people.
Does this have anything to do
Or
with
4 people?
Or 4 people?
4 particular people?
4 particular people. Does this have anything to do with the thing that was scored into the floor of the bedroom? It was underneath a futon.
It absolutely does. That was like an inlaid metal, like summoning pentacle.
Oh, it was inlaid metal.
Yeah.
Like that was a serious piece of work.
Intentional.
Yeah, oh yeah. It had like electrum and shit in there. Yeah, it's like he had the rest of it was like there was this giant machine project.
But you get that custom made within 3 months.
Yeah.
I mean, you put your mind to it. He had another. You got to make your own. Like,
but there's no books.
You gotta get the ore and like smelt the ore
that's what I'm saying. There's no books. He didn't check in any books on metallurgy or chandlery or any of that.
Oh, he totally did.
Right? I mean,
yeah.
Oh, okay. So he was a do-it-yourselfer.
Well, it's what
You can't get it off of Etsy.
The DIY demonologist. This is great. This gets better all the time, people.
So as you say that, and it kind of sinks into you guys, go ahead and make a sand check. So that's another D100. And you want to get under your current sanity. Did we figure that out?
No, we did not.
1.
But I got a 75, and I'm sure
that doesn't sound good.
No.
Okay, well, we should define what our sanities are now. Don, what did you start with?
Mine on the sheet was 40. I did not take any notes, and I just missed it by 1. So,
okay, then you just take 1 sanity point. So
okay.
we'll say you're at 39 now.
Mine says 60. I did not. I'm having the original sheet here.
I feel like you lost some from various book
like the book related
things.
Yeah. You didn't give me more sanity? So nice.
I feel like it should have been therapeutic, and you probably
it's definitely a different stat it's tracking than sanity.
So sorry, you said you started out with 60?
And I rolled a 74.
We'll call you at 50 right now, and then 49.
Okay.
From that 1 loss. Okay, and then Marigold.
I started at 60. I don't know where I ended up. But I got a 5 right now, so I'm pretty good with all of this.
So he has a 0. Yeah, you're like, what are you guys talking about? I'm okay, whatever. So I guess you said you started at 60. So yeah. I feel like you didn't get hit too hard at any one point. So we'll just put you at 55.
Okay.
And then Mars.
Yeah, I started at 65, and my current is listed at 64.
Okay. Did you make this?
Yes, I made it by 3.
All right, so nothing. So you're at 53, you said?
No, 64 is my current.
Keeping it cool. Cool. That's a good thing to know now. Okay, so yeah, so this Exeter guy, he is absolutely a guy that you should if not shoot in the head immediately, get him into a black site and see what he is doing. Because if he is running around doing this kind of thing and it's working,
which clearly it is,
because you saw some crazy shit in his house that killed 2 cops.
Yeah.
By the way, where is that thing right now? And what are those cops' families going to say? And make another helplessness sand check.
Another sand check?
That is a big loose end that you guys were like, what? Oh, we didn't. Oh, okay. We ran away.
Oh no. That's a 97.
Alrighty. So
you're going the wrong way.
just roll. Yeah, just one more again. If you miss this,
I'm good.
So much empathy.
So, ma'am, you're at 48 now.
Yeah.
Spiral continues.
The reason I made it was because I wasn't listening, because I was looking at that list of books to see if there was anything he checked out on how to open doorways between worlds.
Sure. Oh, yeah, right.
And then you're going to look out for that book when we go to...
Definitely.
Anybody else miss?
I don't roll on helplessness.
Oh, okay. You're fine. You're like waterboarding, whatever. Marigold.
Oh, I made it. I made it.
Made it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I
don't know what you're talking about. I was an interpreter.
Oh, sure. And yeah, so the that thought runs through your mind. And you're kind of going like, maybe we should think about that or tell someone.
I did suggest we burn that house to the ground.
It's
just say
option. Yeah. So is the news playing on one of the TVs at the in the cafe of the Boston Library? Sure it is. And it shows fire in Medford or whatever it is, like the
Oh, we didn't start
that house
fire.
is burning down, or did earlier this morning.
Oh no!
Good thing we got that book.
It was a meth lab.
Could.
2 officers killed
in the meth lab.
Yeah,
meth lab explosion. Very good.
I pat Agent Moat on the shoulder and say, "I did that with my mind."
I'd be curious to know who did do that, since, I mean...
That is a very good question.
So, anything else you got? So you guys kind of got more names of staff. You could look into that more. You could look into Donal more. It's like afternoon, so lunchtime.
Which is why we're in the cafe.
Yeah.
Exactly. Get yourself some hoagies or whatever they have in Boston.
If that guy's house is burnt down, what is he doing now? I mean, does he have any way of contacting us? I guess he would use those phones he gave us. Or no, he didn't give us a phone.
He gave you one of the phones. You found one of the phone. The flip phone was in his kitchen. And the sat phone he gave you.
Can you remind us why we went to his house? He asked us to go to his house?
No, we just didn't trust him.
No, we thought he was sketch from the get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was confirmed by how easy it was to find him and his house. Or find out about who he was.
Yeah, his tradecraft is horrible. I mean, he just does not seem like one of us.
Well, let's try and call him. Can we do that?
Sure.
I mean, he gave us the sat phone. Should have his number in it.
Sat phone appears to have power. It's made by a company called Sear. Logo, like sort of stamped into the plastic case.
This is the flip phone or the sat phone?
Sat phone.
Because the cell phone had a stamp in it too, right?
The cell phone seemed to have something carved into the plastic.
Yeah, we should look at you bookworm should look at that because that's more of this demonology nonsense.
What is carved in there? Let's definitely take a look.
I believe that we established that was the same
made in the USA
symbol as the one.
Oh, is it the same one on Agent Marigold's poem?
It is.
I looked it up and I rolled a 27.
Same. Okay. I'm sorry, using like computer science or SIGINT?
My occult knowledge.
Oh, looking at the symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the symbol on the phone, I mean, well, okay. This appears to be like a cheap $50 flip phone. That probably has a prepaid card somewhere. It doesn't have any power right now, but the symbol is definitely a demonology symbol, and it's the mark of Sitri, Sitri, a demon found in various demonologies, such as the Ars Goetia.
What is that the demon of?
The phone.
Off the top of your head, you don't know. You'd need to look it up. But you are in a library.
I'm in a library.
This symbol is on the phone and on Agent Marigold's hand?
Yes.
Oh, goody.
We should look that up. It seems like a very relevant.
I think so. But the sat phone does not have any carvings in it, right?
I mean, this symbol is carved into it.
No, the sat phone.
Sat phone?
No, other than it has a stamp that's this little logo of a unicorn flying or a Pegasus. Sorry. That it's got a keypad with the regular keypad on it, and it appears to be 13 keys, 0 through 9, plus the symbol and function key, and each key also has 2 letters of the alphabet.
2 letters.
13 keys, 2 letters. Yes. Yeah, brand logo of a Pegasus. And then you turn it on weird. And it boots up with a 3-tone beat, like doo doo doo.
Okay. Well, let's call him.
Yeah. Is his number in there?
His number is not in there. And it doesn't look like it has like a menu or anything.
Is there a number in the flip phone that we can call from the sat phone?
Didn't he give us his card?
You did not get a card from Barbas.
Oh.
He just gave you that big phone. Okay, so back to the symbol. So you kind of spend the rest of the afternoon looking into did you make another cult roll?
I will, yeah.
As you're looking for Sitri?
66 does not. No, wait. I have 70. I critically succeeded.
Oh, shit. Sitri is a demon of desire. But basically, it's like, it's a succubus type demon. But one thing that you notice as you're kind of looking through, this demonology text that you found, You notice there is a demon of Seer. Seere. Same as the phone. The satellite phone.
Oh. What is Seer's deal?
He is a prince of hell with 26 legions of demons under his command. He can go to any place on earth in a matter of seconds to accomplish the will of the conjurer, bring abundance, help in finding hidden treasures or in robbery, and is not a demon of evil, but good nature, being mostly indifferent to evilness. He is depicted as a man riding a winged horse and is said to be beautiful. So that's Siri.
That's
And
not
then
so bad.
on the on Marigold's hand and on the flip phone that you found in the kitchen is the symbol of Citri, a great prince of hell, reigns over 60 legions of demons. He causes men to love women and vice versa, and can make people bear themselves naked if desired. He is depicted with the face of a leopard and the wings of a griffin, but under the conjurer's request, he changes into a very beautiful man.
Fun.
That is the result of that.
Was the symbol on the floor the same on the phone and the same on her hand?
Yes.
And that is Citri.
Yes, that's right.
Does Seer have a similar summoning symbol that we would be on the lookout for?
No. I mean, you can look it up with another check. I mean, you just so happen to see the Citri and Seer because they were kind of right next to each other in the book that you were looking at. But
Okay.
symbol-wise, Seer is not the same as Citri's symbol. It's one of those sort of magic circles with a sort of doodly diagram in it.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, while we're at this symbol stuff, how about we take a look at the one, see if we can find the one that somebody, MOAT, thought crawled up their arm.
Was this with the book?
There's
you have
weird on the book.
You have it covered on the cover of the book that Agent Mam has.
Yeah. That is true. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. I had forgotten it, but thank you for reminding me of that incident.
I would think your bandaged arm would remind you, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that feeling this morning, by the way? Been better?
Yeah.
Put some first aid cream on there or something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm happy to do a look. Or ma'am, if you've got
why don't we have Agent Mam do that?
Yeah.
Just, based on your reaction yesterday, thinking.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
Yeah, safety first and all.
You're gonna try and find a match for the symbol that you have. You're gonna.
I made it.
You using your occult?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. What did you roll versus your skill?
55.
So that's a crit.
60.
That's a crit success. So something keeps you from showing it to other people. Just maybe some semblance of sanity. You're like, oh wait, that's right. This is probably an extremely virulent mimetic virus that I shouldn't show other people. I really want to show people. You really do. And there's a whole library full of people here. But something just keeps you from pulling it out of your pants because it's in your pants. and just plopping it on a desk for everyone to see it. And so you kind of resist that urge, you catch yourself, and you think that you're probably not going to find anything in the public library about this, just given what you know about this, how dangerous this is. If this was a symbol that was widely available, it might change the world in a bad way.
And I have it at the tip of my fingers.
It's not really by the tip of your fingers, but a different area of your body. But for now, it's safe there. If you went and drew it on a piece of paper, you think that you would probably just be spreading it.
Yeah.
Like if you went up to the librarian and was like, hey, have you seen this yellow sign?
It's like the yellow play.
Yep.
Some crazy person really likes yellow. Yellow wallpaper.
Yep.
Yellow post-it note.
Yeah. Yellow King. Yeah, all that stuff. So so basically, I'm going to say that because you succeeded, you don't find out anything about it at this public library, and therefore keep a lid on
Okay.
the metaphorical mimetic gun you're packing right now.
Sorry, guys.
There might be other safer ways to do this kind of research, but you don't have the resources right now. Like if you went to a private library, like at Arkham University or at other places that you know about that have secure, the Vatican, that have secure sort of places.
Why don't we take a quick flight to the Vatican?
Sure.
Just a quick little hop over the pond.
Yeah, that's another thing. The guy didn't give you any money. Usually you get some like spending cash from handler. He didn't give you anything. So
so maybe we don't use these phones.
Do we want to charge up one of the phones just to see what's inside?
The sat phones appears to be working and charged. So but it doesn't have like a menu. It's like it seems like you just got to type numbers in. And then the other one is not charged. You will need to charge it.
Yeah.
A flip phone from the kitchen.
Well, I'm going to turn the sat phone off because basically it's as useful as the brick that it is. So I'll turn that off. We don't have a phone number to call. What brand is the cell phone? The flip phone?
It seems to be a generic phone. It doesn't have it's a let's see, manufacturer of it looks to be some off-brand Chinese manufacturer.
Okay. Does it look like it has a standard port? Like charging port?
Yeah, it has a obviously not a Mac one, but one you would find it's like a mini USB.
Okay. I'm gonna say a sentence I can't really say today, which is we need to go to Radio Shack.
Right. So you guys go to Radio Shack, you get a charger, no problem. Paying cash, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Go to back to the library or back to the hotel. Where do you want to go to plug it in?
And I think we're done at the library.
Yeah. At the hotel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, actually, at a private diner, because we don't want this person to know where we're staying. Let's just have our paranoid caps on.
Oh, yeah. This particular phone will not have geo.
Oh, okay. Then at our place.
But it's a good thought. Let's see. So, I mean, it is a cell phone, so they can get a cell tower location. So that's not a bad idea. So that's good. And then,
if his tradecraft was any good, but it's not.
Yeah. All right. So you go ahead and charge it up. And you're sort of there with your coffees and whatever, and you find a bunch of messages. There's about
Okay.
24 messages from Ophelia Citri.
Really?
Name is programmed into the phone with a number. And there's one phone call from DEA Special Agent Ruben Hardrick, asking someone, if you listen to it, asking someone named Whitwer to turn himself in immediately. And the other messages are from a woman, this Ophelia Citri, looking for this guy named Michael Whitwer. And she gets more and more panicked as you listen to more and more of the messages that she left. You think this person might be his wife.
And the DEA agent was asking Michael Whitworth to turn himself in.
Yep.
So we think this was a phone that belonged to Michael Whitwer.
Yes, seems like it.
What's his deal? Well, let's look him up on the old internet, same as the other ones.
Right. Whitwer is indeed a DEA agent. This guy who's calling him is probably his boss. Mm-hmm. And you guys find out that, or he seems to be operating out of Las Vegas. Let's see. Yeah. This all seems to be in the last all of the dates on things in the phone. It's for the last few days. Yeah. And there's a different number that's the last number called.
Okay. Just a phone
Not
number,
It's not labeled. Like it doesn't have a name on it.
When was it called?
About almost a week ago.
How long have we had the phone? Just
Overnight.
a couple days? Okay.
Less than that,
Right.
yeah.
Overnight, yeah. Yeah, we picked it up in Exeter's house in the kitchen.
Got it. What was the area code of the last outgoing call?
This Boston. This area.
I'm gonna pull out a phone book, good old fashioned phone book. Probably there's probably still one in the desk drawer, hotel room drawer.
I think so.
So right now you're in a cafe though. So
okay. Well, then I need a payphone.
What's that? No, we had him in 2015, I think.
I think you can make a luck roll. There may or may not be one around. They did exist, yes, but
they still exist.
They do. They just look so
cafe.
sad.
It might be like regular cafe.
Yeah. Trying to remember where luck is on this character sheet.
Oh, just 50-50.
Oh, it's just 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. Under.
Okay. So, yeah, there's a phone book here.
Well, hold on. I haven't rolled yet, but I'm just saying. Okay. So I got to roll under.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep. Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Yeah. So then there was, let's see, there's other things you could do. You could look at the You could hook up the phone to your computer and see if it, you can try and hack it. Basically, you could like look at the SIM card and hack that. Definitely harder. You could go through law enforcement to, see the records of the phone number, and you could try and find out about Ophelia Citri or DEA Special Agent Michael Whitwer.
We could just call the last number called.
We could do that. Or let me ask you this: are we at all worried that potentially Whitwer is a wanted fugitive in the last week or so? I mean, one of these text messages was from his boss saying you should turn yourself in, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a federal investigation. They're probably paying attention to when the cell phone pops back up on cell towers.
Yep. Yeah, they're probably watching for it.
But yeah, I think it might be a good idea to take the number down and then destroy this phone. Like, get all the information that we want to get out of it and then get rid of this phone.
Okay. Why do you think it has this symbol on it? Is it a protective symbol? No, it's a...
I mean, I will muster all of my occult knowledge to wonder why somebody would burn a symbol of Citri, the demon of desire, on a cell phone. You want me to roll, Marty?
Yep.
Why would I do this? Is really what I'm thinking.
Why would anyone do this?
I rolled a 13, so regular success on my occult. But it was a 13. We're talking about demons, and I rolled a 13.
I mean,
Count for something.
right. So who knows how demons interact with technology? So that's number one. Could just be somebody. If someone figured out how to do that, then maybe you could use this phone to make friends and influence people.
Okay.
Because that demon is all about making people fall in love with each other, making people get naked.
Sure.
Who knows?
Writing books with the machine that has no plug.
We could use the phone to call Daryl and ask him for the extended tour of
Dolan, you mean?
Dolan. The extended tour of the psychiatric ward.
I mean,
extended tour.
So I'll give you this for free. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, his card's right here. This number, same number as on the phone as the last called number.
Ooh.
All right. And with that, we're going to leave it as we...
we're like holding the card up in the phone.
Camera kind of like, hold up. It gets right up into close up on the camera. And we pull out of the restaurant as you all are sitting there going like, Whitwer the last call on this phone that ended up in that house with all that weird stuff was to the Dorchester house. And then we pull past the waitress bringing you your pie and coffee out the door, and again up into the light polluted sky behind which Boston sky behind which the stars glitter uncaring in the night. And that's it for this session of Impossible Landscapes. Thank you. Really excited to restart this. Happy you're all here.
Yeah.
Me too.
Likewise.